Good morning, folks. I mean, good afternoon. Sorry, it's very gloomy outside, and I hate that when I'm writing. Alright, so let's get started. Let's see. We're entering the dark days of our history, where we were besieged by traitors like you. Yeah, he muttered. Were you here to kill anyone in specifically? Take a shot at President Prima? Or her husband, or the VP, or maybe one of the other people? Maybe some other big wig? Big wig. Just get it over with. Yeah. Sniper replied. Not even gonna tell me your name. Name? Yes. Perhaps your father. Perhaps I served alongside your father. Or older brother or something. D immediately shot the man dead before he could reply. Or not reply to that statement. He realized he actually didn't want to know anything about the sniper. Least of all, his name, because he might have actually served alongside the man. It's Ken. Or he might have served alongside him directly. He took the man's balaclava off and saw that, despite his beautiful voice, he was the same age as D. He didn't recognize the man's face. He died with his eyes closed, with quite a live. It was pretty dignified, he supposed. You imagine some National Guardsman would be up here, National Guard cap. I had to restart this writing session because I accidentally turned the damn music on that I listen to when I'm not writing. I mean, when I'm writing, but not recording because of the darn YouTube thing. I don't care if it gets demonetized, I just don't want it taken down. Let's see, imagine some National Guardsmen would be up here later, posing with the dead man. Dead man. Finally he got him. Bagged him. Maybe take a picture, show off to a girl one day, and get himself laid. Supposedly some good should come. Suppose he didn't mind. He didn't mind that. He suppose some good could come from taking out that sniper. Crept across the rooftop. Flat roof slope check. Let's see. Was the intel good? Mike asked Peterson, asked D when he got back down to the ground level. Yes, D replied. There was a sniper up there, and he's dead now. To get his rifle. Yeah. Some Vulcan piece of crap. D replied. Not worth your time, sir. I left it with the body. Mike shook his head. The Vulcans make good weapons. Cheap, but quality weapons. It's about the only thing Only thing they're good for. They're good at these days. I've made a lot of music with Wagner instruments. You know what I mean? Mike Ramble. Yeah. Hope the alley didn't stink too bad for you. D replied. Nah, been in a lot smellier places, D. Captain D. Nice smile. Like your mother's underwear. Underwear, for example. Huh. Right. D muttered. I didn't get many chuckles over that joke. That joke. Probably because it's painfully unoriginal. Special Forces men are known to be great comedians. Mike was no exception. Onto the Naval Institute Academy. D muttered. He had actually forgotten if it was an academy. Yeah. Academy or a naval or some kind of naval institute or some kind of naval HQ, someplace where whatever its purpose, its main purpose, well, the original purpose and mattered was that it was big building to occupy and launch more raids, some little raids, some attacks into enemy territory. You could feel it every minute. The enemy were going weaker somehow. An element of surprise. It carried them this far. But now the giant had awakened, so to speak, in the streets. That was a fortress. It was a nice brick for to launch some attacks from when the enemy attacks were repelled. Some more good news en route to the Naval HQ. The hacker, Koga, had managed to make some progress with the security system through Libertyburg. Boy, I miss Diet Pepsi. Let's see, let's see. Currently, you managed to slip through the defenses of the enemy hackers and struck at a vulnerable point, a failsafe in the system. What the heck, bloody hell is a failsafe anyway? Goof-proof. Failsafe in the system that was supposed failsafe in the system in the event of a hacking incident. This failsafe is supposed to kick in and completely shut down all the cameras and related systems. Koga didn't. The hackers disabled it, but didn't erase it. So it was there to be discovered and flipped on by Koga. Unfortunately, it didn't work completely with 75% with only 75% of the cameras shut down, and nobody knew, but the terrorists currently knew. We're doing some Jack Bauer type hacking talk right here, people. Quite a lot of weird hacking in that show. Nobody but the terrorists currently knew. Cameras were up or down. And naturally, Koga's superiors in the FBI and CIA were not satisfied at systems just being off, just being at the cameras being shut down. They wanted full control back, so they're not pleased. What you're saying is Koga is that they're not pleased with the old if I can't have it, you can sort of thinking situation. DS. That's not quite the right analogy. Gee, Koga replied. They'll have it eventually. Back eventually. You're going to have to keep smashing those cameras as you find them. No outward way of telling if they're still recording or not. Unfortunate. D agreed. Out of curiosity, how much do each of these cameras cost? He got an answer faster than he expected. $450 a piece, he said. The whole network has cost the government about $20 million. You could build a new international highway for that kind of dough. Or maybe a new jet, or something else that would be cool, really cool. How about like a $20 million computer? D guessed. No, that D didn't say that. That was Koga. You swine. I gotta tell myself, if you make another mistake, I'm gonna take this Eiffel Tower statue nearby and poke your eye out. Yeah, something like that. What we said. Hope to live to see what one of those looks like. And with that, D and Koga parted ways again. D didn't expect run into Koga again directly unless he ran into some serious trouble. Hopefully he wouldn't need another rescue. Everyone, spread out, but keep things. Everyone, keep your cool. Everyone, keep your cool. Like Warren, we're almost to the objective. 10 minutes later, Mike and his team Mike and his 100 man were at the perimeter of the naval HQ. Was no academy, they saw, but it had the look of one. A lot of Greek architecture, white brick walls, a lot of statues, park lake area around the whole thing. It was one building though, and a sizable one. 4 floors and probably over 100 rooms. The number of entrances and windows made it a bitch to defend. Really made it a bitch to defend. The enemy attacks were concentrated from the south of the building. Mike and his men came from the north. They were cautious as they moved, where there were some dead guerrillas lying about the northern side, oozing blood. Some fellow died with half his face split open, like someone went at his skull with an axe. Most likely, he fell prey to one of the MGs in the windows. The defenders couldn't hold the whole building, couldn't put a man in every window, but they were trying to occupy as much ground as possible. Many must have been pleased to see Mike with his 100 men. Mike and his men came in from the back after radioing in that they were on the move. ETA 5 minutes. 2 minutes. Nobody opened up them as they crossed the grassy backyard of the place. The south had the front entrance. And found a set of glassy double doors, well defended by a dozen National Guardsmen with automatic weapons, including a nice new M60, a heavy MG, seeing a lot of use in Kamjaclek at the moment. The ranking National Guardsman, a loot, explained things to Mike. We got 75 men guarding this place. Mostly National Guard, but a bunch of naval officers and cadets. Cadets from a nearby academy. Guardsman loot explained. The nearby academy was under enemy occupation, but hadn't caused much trouble, besides the occasional bit of harassing fire from its roof and upper floors. Let's see. You can take 10 or 20 of my men if you need them. Like I said, your men are all special forces, right? Baloo asked. Mike pointed to the rather obvious patches on their shoulders. Even if they had no identifying insignia, he thought their faces alone told the story. They were elite soldiers. None of them were baby-faced National Guardsmen who were seeing their first action tonight. Most of the National Guardsmen he saw around were indeed baby-faced, but they had already seen enough fighting that they were no longer green. If they were still green, they were at the darkest and deepest level of it. They were clearly on the cusp of leaving that status. Okay, and on that note, we end this part. See you later, gentlemen.